You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in the palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes.
Hey! I feel like Kermit the Frog here. I'm just getting right into it. I had to. And do you like the new room? Ta-da! This isn't anything new. This is actually my office. Let me just see. Everything's working here. Mic, camera, overlay. We're good. This is the office that I actually used to do my 6 a.m. lives, 6 a.m. not book club, study club with TIR and other consultants. And so anyway, I thought I am going to attempt to do my Wednesday lives down in here. The only reason I didn't before is because the internet was a little sketchy. So I found that I would watch the replay and I would be like, blah, 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 the robot thing. So if I am, when I watch the replay, a robot, then I will just move it right back upstairs, right beside the modem. And I will do that for next week. It's good to be back. Taking 1 week off, I'll tell you. I was in Puerto Vallarta. For most of you that know that, I just took a week off vacation with my husband, and it was lovely. It was an absolutely wonderful time. But I must admit, since I have come home, I don't know if it's just the energy of this country, and you know what I mean by that. Canada has very weird rules with regards to COVID. And that, and just coupled by short nights, cold weather, like dark, it's really dark here and cold. And anyway, all the combination of things, and coupled by the fact I stepped down from my leadership on 6 a.m. So and I've got other goals that I'm working on. So that kind of upset the apple cart. And I'm just looking at it all, in the big perspective of things. And why I feel off is because two things. I'm trying to get recalibrated, so I'm realigned because I've upset some things in my world that now have got me kind of butted up against the terror barrier, and I have to bust through it. And I am just off because I'm out of my routine, right? So don't you ever feel that way when you're going along and life is great, but then something kind of trips you up and you're like, what the hell's going on here? That's all it is. And this too shall pass. It always does. It is what it is. So today, actually, I'm got a new screen. I only have one screen down here. So I've got it compacted onto two pillars in front of me. And this is all new. So I'm going to just fumble my way through this, and it's going to be good. For any of you that do not know me, my name is Julie Townsend. I am the CEO, founder of Quantum Connections. And basically, I am here to just help you live a better life, help you understand your purpose and your alignment, and get you feeling happier and having fun. Life is meant to have fun. And if you're not having fun, then your vibration is low. And if your vibration is low, you're probably attracting crap in your life that you don't want. So I'm here to kind of trip it up, and let's look at ways to increase your vibration and live a happier, healthier life. In fact, that is my mantra. I've had it for a while now, and I share it with people. The minute my eyes open in the morning, I say, I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and safe. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and safe. That's all I say. I don't say I am happy and grateful now that. I just say I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and safe. And then as I go through my day, I kind of just use that as my template, my guide to say, and what I'm doing right now making me happy, healthy, wealthy, or safe? And if it does, then check, I'm in alignment. Then I'm going along and something else will happen. Is this going to make me happy, healthy, wealthy, or safe? No. Ditch it. Stop it. Because it's not in alignment. Anyway, it really, 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 really helps. Today, we are going to talk about the second last law. It is the law of relativity. I find this a remarkable law. It's just actually it's simple and interesting. If you use it, to correct any pity parties or fearful situations, kind of like what I'm doing right now for myself, is I'm trying to use it to recalibrate myself. It very much changed my perspective when I understood it, and it's changed my perspective on many things since, because I started asking myself 3 words: compared to what? That's basically all you have to do. And I know in the past I've said, don't compare yourself. Comparison is a thief of joy. This is a different comparison. Okay. This is a totally different comparison. So do you think you're having a bad day? Right? We all have days where we're feeling kind of down and out and feeling like a bad day. Compared to what? Compared to what? There is a poem about a man that had no shoes and one who had no feet. So you get what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what's going on. If you think you're having a bad day, chances are you're having a really good day compared to somebody else. So it's how you invoke the law of relativity that's really going to make the difference, just like it has for me. It is usually when we slip into that lack mentality that we need to pull this law out of our pockets to get us back on track. So maybe we don't think we're smart enough, or we're rich enough, or we're popular. You mean we got enough friends on the friend Facebook list, or I don't know what we think. Compared to what? Just keep asking yourself, compared to what? Have you gone through school? Did you grow up in a country that even allows education? Like Iraq and Afghanistan, they don't allow education. So compare that. Are you able to pay your bills, like for food and shelter? Or are you homeless? I know it sounds drastic, but I mean, you need to kind of recalibrate your thinking to this. Do you have a friend or a family member in your life, or are you in jail where everybody's out to get you? So relative to the opposite, so there's a couple of laws there, the law of polarity and the law of relativity. What you feel you lack or don't have enough of or am not enough of, you actually got it pretty darn good, right? So you see, relative to most of the population of the world, you probably live like Solomon in all of his splendor and glory, dude in the Bible. You know that millions of people actually live on $50 a year. I'm not lying. $50 a year. You got to admit, you'd probably find it a little difficult doing that for a day or perhaps a week. And they're doing it for a year. How do they do it? Personally, like Bob, I remember this being a seminar. I don't even want to find out. One thing is for sure, they do it though. And I know another thing, your situation relative to most situations is really good. So now I know you're like me. You got things that happen and they challenge you, right? And they can take a serious toll, sometimes mentally, physically, financially. But there's something good about it, believe it or not. And you have to find that relative to something else that could happen. So an example, you're talking about leaving your job and starting your own business. And then you get all pent up with fear and anxiety over it. It's like, ah, and you get kind of freaked out about it. So you are fearful of making that decision just simply because of the unknown. But the way you need to look at it is, do you think you would ever end up on the street? Of course not. Consider if there is a remote chance of starving to death because you wouldn't have enough to eat, or, and again, it sounds silly, but it's not. We just have it so darn good that we're always wanting more. We're always wanting more. We're always wanting more. We're never content and happy and enjoying the journey wherever we're going. So the law of relativity really puts things into perspective for you, that you've got her really good compared to. So when you do that, you realize that you're already a winner. You're already like halfway there to whatever goal it is you've got. You want to look at the worst and the best all the time. There's no opportunity for you to blow it if you follow these laws. So now, does someone like, say, Bob, even does he follow these laws 100%? No. He doesn't have them welded so hard in his mind that every time a situation comes up, he's like, am I with the law, or am I without the law? No, but if you consciously do it, then, or, like for myself, studying this stuff for 2.5 years and more, like I can just continue to study relative to where I was 2.5 years ago. I am way ahead of the game. Way ahead of the game. I, no question, would have been divorced. There's no question I would have probably met somebody else by now and possibly been thinking there was something wrong with him too. And you know what I mean? Like, because I've grown so much because I just didn't know what I didn't know. So we have to compare the situation and relative to where it could be. So it just makes us realize we're ahead of the game. And it causes a shift so we don't beat ourselves up quite so bad and think that, this is just not working. And it is working. It is working. Be happy, have fun, enjoy the ride. It's just a realization that we're right where we need to be. So understand that nothing is good or bad, right? This is something I have to remind myself all the time. Nothing is good or bad. Nothing is big or small, unless you invoke this law, the law of relativity. Everything just is until you compare it to something. This room, it's a big room, but compared to my kitchen, it's a small room. My kitchen, compared to my house, is a small room. You see, like it's always compared to, it changes the perspective of it. Michael Beckwith, he shared something with Bob a long time ago. And he says, it doesn't matter what's happening. There's a 3-step approach. And I like it. He said, it is, okay? It is what it is. That's numero uno. Accept it. If you do not control it, it's going to control you. Number 2, harvest the good. So there's good in everything. Find it, choose to plant it. Numero 3, forgive all the rest. That's it. It is what it is. Harvest the good, forgive all the rest. Simple. You utilize that, it will make your life so much easier. See, the truth is everything just is. And we invoke the law of relativity along with the other laws that I've been talking about and sharing about before anything can be good or bad. It just is. Then we make it good or bad. So you should really study these laws. I really, you know what? Today I'm actually going to do something. I'm going to put something in the comments after this. If you ever choose to study a PGI program, if you're not wanting to get into thinking the results, for me to coach you right off the bat, I get it. But if you want to study these laws further, I have studied them primarily through a program called The Science of Getting Rich. And, nowadays you can't go and see Bob live teach this. Like there was people from the other side of the world. I'm not kidding you. Tons of people that from the other side of the world will come to see Bob teach that particular program, The Science of Getting Rich. It really expands and talks about the practical use of all of these laws I've been talking about, and it's phenomenal. So it's an easy self-taught program, the Science of Getting Rich, um, to just pour into your day-to-day living, and you will just see yourself transform. You will totally see yourself transform because you'll be using universal laws, and like I said, they can't be changed. They're not man-made, so they can't be changed. And when you start using them, magic freaking happens. It's it's an excellent starter choice. So this law, the law of relativity, is a beautiful, beautiful law, um, relative to your situation, to something much worse. I know it sounds like we're always looking at what's much worse, but we are in a way because that's what makes us find the good. And that's what we're supposed to do in any situation. Even me right now, trying to recalibrate my own energy and kind of get my mojo back and get in the flow again. I'm looking for the good. I'm asking for the good. I'm asking, universe, show me the good, show me the good. So you see, relative to the most people in this world, you really are way ahead of the game. So there's all the more reason to be grateful, right? This is a nice short one, 16 minutes. Next week, November 24th, yep, 24th, we're going to talk about the law of cause and effect. This is the grand poobah law, is the law of laws, and it's fantastic. So in the meantime, I will find the link for the Science of Getting Rich. I will put it in the comments. Check it out. You might just really, really enjoy taking that. And it's a self-taught. I'm always here anyway. If you want my coaching advice or help, I will gladly help you. But it's an excellent, excellent program to take. I recommend it to everybody. So until next time, you know what? Listen within, act upon, and you'll be just fine. Oh, and have fun, right? We have to have fun. Talk to you later.